In question 1, we have this table given to us where we have this equation column, we have this value column, and in this last column we have to say whether the equation is satisfied or not. So in each row we are given an equation. So for example, we have this equation x plus 3 equal to 0, and we are given a value of the variable, for example x equal to 3 here. We have to check whether this value satisfies the given equation or not. So let's do each part one by one. So in the first part, the equation is x plus 3 equal to 0 and the value is x equal to 3. But if you substitute x equal to 3 into the LHS, you get 3 plus 3 on the LHS, and on the RHS you get 0, which means that 6 equal to 0, which is not true. So this equation is not satisfied by x equal to 3, so we write no here. Now for the second part, we have the equation again as x plus 3 equal to 0 and the variable's value is x equal to 0. So if we substitute this, we get 0 plus 3 on the LHS, and on the RHS we get 0. So we get 3 equal to 0, which is again not true. So in the second part also the equation is not satisfied. In the third part, the equation is again x plus 3 equal to 0 and the variable's value is x equal to minus 3. So if we substitute x equal to minus 3, we get minus 3 plus 3 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we have 0. Now this is true, minus 3 plus 3 is 0 and the RHS is also 0. So this equation is satisfied. So we write yes here. Then in the fourth part, we have the equation as x minus 7 equal to 1 and the variable is x equal to 7. So let's substitute this. So we get 7 minus 7 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we get 1. Now 7 minus 7 is 0, but the RHS is 1. So this equation is not satisfied. So we write no. Then in the fifth part, we have x minus 7 equal to 1 again, and the variable is x equal to 8. So we substitute 8 in place of x. So we get 8 minus 7 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we get 1. Now 8 minus 7 is equal to 1, and hence this equation in this part is satisfied. In the sixth part, the equation is 5x is equal to 25, or 5 times x is equal to 25, and the variable's value is x equal to 0. So let's substitute this. So 5x or 5 times 0 is equal to 25 is what we get, but 5 times 0 is equal to 0. So the left hand side is 0, the right hand side is 25, so this equation is not satisfied. In the seventh part, the equation is 5x equal to 25 and the variable's value is x equal to 5. So let's substitute x equal to 5 into the equation. So 5 times x or 5 times 5 is what we get on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we have 25. Now 5 times 5 is 25, so this means that this equation is satisfied. In the eighth part, the equation is again 5x equal to 25 and the variable's value is x equal to minus 5. So if we substitute this variable's value, we get 5 times minus 5 is equal to 25. Now 5 times minus 5 is minus 25, but on the RHS we have 25. So this equation is not satisfied. In the ninth part, the equation is m by 3 is equal to 2 and the variable's value is m equal to minus 6. So let's substitute m equal to minus 6. So we get minus 6 by 3 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side we get 2. Now minus 6 by 3 is minus 2, but the RHS is 2. So this equation is not satisfied. In the 10th part, on the equation we have is m by 3 is equal to 2 and the variable's value is m equal to 0. So let's substitute m equal to 0. So we get 0 by 3 because we have m by 3. So 0 by 3 is equal to 2. Now 0 by 3 is 0 and on the RHS we have 2. So this equation is not satisfied. And finally in the 11th part, we have the equation m by 3 equal to 2 again, and we have m equal to 6 as the variable's value. So substituting 6, we get 6 by 3 is equal to 2. Now 6 by 3 is 2 and the RHS is also 2. So in this part the equation is satisfied. So with this, all parts of question 1 are completed, and this is how you can do question 1. To learn more about how QMath can help you crack school and board exams, explore QMath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.